living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can't get tragic.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. This will be taken short. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Brady now on first down. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To throw is Brady. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Hey, dude. Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Jacket, reload.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
From midfield, here's Brady. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. John Randall picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Now a give right side. Peyton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Right back to him on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rod Woodson with a pick. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Gould now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Check 52's the mic. Yellow. 52's the mic. All day. All day. My 52. Crunch time.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for the Ravens. 57 yards. So first and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick six. Now a give right side. Peyton. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Niners 1-yard line.
Check three. Check three. He's moving, boys.
On second down, Peyton, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up third and goal.
Yellow. Mike. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
It's now 4th and goal.
They come up in an offset eye. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go. Here we got Mike.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
At the 32-yard line.
Check. Check. Go.
In your face.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and
they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Randy Moss, 75 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Niners, and even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
53. Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you.
And to give this time to the tailback. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey!
Now Mahomes. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give, right side. Peyton, and he's got room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, the linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their time.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Shotgun now for Brady. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just 1 big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're 1 big score away from being right back there.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw. And this will be caught at the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And down to the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 51 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Check. Check 25. Check 25. Box try. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50. Mike, 53.
Tighten up.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That throw by Brady, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, that should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Man open, Rice. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. Now Brady steps away to his left. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts him back within one score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that third one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
To throw is Mahomes. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You mine. Check 3, check 3. Hatchet.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. If up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. It's coming this way,
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Switch, alert!
On 2nd and 2, Brady, and that'll be incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Hey, you don't want to see me. Hey, go 66.
Brady going to throw. Man open, it's Moss complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Randy Moss, 57 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield on 1st down. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Strahan able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. To throw, it's Brady. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Texans.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kevin Green picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. Kevin Green able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 36, Brady got a man. It's Randy Moss. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He's going to float this one deep right. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Terrell Owens, 57 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Mayfield is going to float this one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked off by Merton Hanks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down and the punt team is out there. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Kevin Green. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Brady now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the 1st-round pick of 2014. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Brady. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Now Mayfield. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Wait, that wide, 80. 58, the money. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long.
Let's get off the field, defense.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead now increases to 20-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield now. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 3. Hey, Charlie. Check. 53's the mic. 53. Check.
First down, Mayfield. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. A first down throw for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Point it right.
And again, it's Mayfield. Open man is Anderson. And he's got this down to the 35. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 35. Mayfield now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's Peterson. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out there.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Kevin Green in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. On 3rd down, Mayfield. This one complete to Ingram. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And some room to run now. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Brady going to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
He can't hang.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Being chased out left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers.
Game situation. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. So the victory here for San Francisco, and this was truly a total team effort.